Well, here we are, taping from the Ugly Couch Cafe this morning. You can see it right behind me. And this is the next part in our tale of the great rabbit-kangaroo debate from the town of Sheepy Weepy Wimpy Wompy, now known as Meh. If you remember where we left off, the rabbits and the kangaroos and the pirates, who were hiding in the pouches of the 3 brave kangaroos, and there were 3 brave rabbits, had all taken off to see if they could discover if the seagulls were flying into the mountains to hide treasure or garbage. And they couldn't decide, and it became a big debate, and the pirates decided they would convince the kangaroos to send 3 of the bravest, and the rabbits to send 3 of the bravest to go on this journey to see and find out the truth. However, a big storm came, and so they hid in a cave. And at the end of the last episode, we know that they heard heavy breathing once they got settled in the cave, and they weren't sure what it was. So they got very quiet and very still. One of the pirates peeped out of the pouch and said, "What is it?" And then they saw a huge shadow with a funny shape. And on the wall, because there was a little bit of light breaking through from the storm as the storm was starting to die down. And they said, "Oh no, it's gigantic. It's going to eat us. Get your swords ready." And the rabbit said, "They're not swords, they're pointy sticks, remember?" And for a change, the kangaroo said, "Yes, we agree with you. Now, shh, everyone be quiet. Let's see what it really is." And then what they saw crawling along the floor was, can you guess? It was a snail. And they all went, "Oh my goodness, it's only a snail." And the snail piped up and said, "Not just any snail. I'm the snobby snail from Sheepy Weepy Wimpy Wompy, now known as Meh. Don't you remember me? I decided to go on a trek to the mountains. It's just taken me a long, long time, but I've had some adventures along the way." And the kangaroo said, "Did he say he was the snotty snail?" "He certainly must have, because his nose is running." And the rabbit said, "No, he said the snowy snail." And the snail said, No, I'm snotty because it's been cold and damp in the cave, but I'm the snobby snail from Sheepy Weepy Wimpy Wompy." And the kangaroo said, "See, he's a snotty snail." And the rabbit said, "No, he said he's a snobby snail." And they started to get into a debate, and then they heard another, and they thought, "What on earth?" And the snail said, "Now see what you've done? You've disturbed my friend." And the rabbits and the kangaroos got very quiet again, because this friend sounded bigger and louder and noisier than the little snail. The snail said, "If you want, you can call me the snotty snobby snail from Sheepy Weepy Wimpy Wompy, now known as Meh, if that will make you quiet. Now, oh dear, look at my friend here. He's starting to wake up. There might be trouble for you guys if you don't be quiet." And they heard a and the pirates ducked into the pouches of the kangaroos, forgot all about the waving their pointy sticks, and the rabbits got very, very quiet, and the kangaroos got very quiet, and the cave was very silent except for a big shadow that started to show up on the wall again, much, much bigger than the snail. In fact, when they saw what it was, they realized it must be at least 7.5 feet tall, and it was all blue. And when they got a good look at it, the kangaroo said, the bravest of the kangaroos, the bravest of the 3 kangaroos said, "I've never." And the second bravest kangaroo said, "Oh my goodness, I know it. And the third bravest kangaroo said, "Where have you been all these years?" And the rabbits turned around and looked and said, "Oh my gosh, it's the," and they could hardly get the words out until the second bravest rabbit said, "It's all blue." And the third bravest rabbit said, "It's got fangs." And the first rabbit again said, "It's from the troll bridge." And then they heard, "Not troll bridge, I hate that word. It's not a troll bridge, and I'm not a troll. I just happen to be from Toll Bridge, not Troll Bridge. Get it straight, little ones." And the rabbit said, "Yes, sir." And the kangaroo said, "Really, where have you been?" "Well, I just got tired of doing the Toll Bridge and went for a long walk and ended up here. I know I'm close to Sheepy Weepy Wimpy Wompy, now known as Meh, but this cave was so comfortable I decided I'd just camp out here for a few years or more. And then the little snobby, snotty snail came along and we became friends. And so, you know, what do you think it was they were seeing? It was the Grumpatump of Toll Bridge. Can you imagine? It was the Grumpatump. You better stay tuned next week to see what that means. Have a wonderful day.